Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, lovely people. Hello, optimists. Hi, megahead. Happy to see all of you. Hi, Samir. Hi, Walid. Hi, lovely people. So, for those who are joining, I'd like to know where are you located in the States? I'm located in Miami, Florida. I am in Miami, Florida. So let me see. Yes, we have Optimist from Virginia. Who else is from the States? And if you are from the States, I would like to know which state you are located. I'm located in Miami, Florida. So let me introduce myself meanwhile. I am an NLP coach, trainer, and consultant. And today's topic is going to be about thoughts, our thoughts. And I think you can see the title, which is You Are Not Your Thoughts. So we're going to dive deep into this subject from an NLP perspective. Hello, Abdurrahman. Hello, Muhammad. So I'll give it a couple of minutes till I have more people. Today's subject is the power of thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Hey, Oliver. Hello, Amina. And hello, Amira. Hi, Yusuf. So before I start, I would like to ask you a question. What do you perceive when you hear thoughts? Hi, Oliver. I have some questions. Would like answer? Can I join? What are the questions that you have? So for today's topic is thoughts. Okay, I have lots of people who would like to join. That's nice. So how about if you wait a little bit? Then after we start diving deep into the subject and I'll start asking you questions and then maybe we can have a conversation. Let's see how things goes. But just give it a little bit of time to have more people because the live starts at 8. So I don't want to start before that. Hi, Adam. You can share with me when you hear thoughts, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? Thought or thoughts. Long, beautiful. Looking. Okay. Share with me. Thoughts, just a fear of thinking. Would you like to clarify more, Oliver? What do you mean by a fear of thinking? Like, is thinking, are you afraid to think? All right, let's see if we have other answers. Okay, so we have an answer from optimist. Ideas that comes to your mind. Exactly, those are ideas that comes to our mind. Those are the thoughts. Let's see. Fear of ideas more than the ideas themselves. It's frightening. I see a lots of fear here, Oliver. So you are afraid of ideas that you have in your mind, or of ideas that you hear from other people. You're afraid of what exactly? I would really love that you share with me. Hello, Patan. Hello, Khaled. Hi, Simon. A little confused. Okay. You won't be confused for a long time, Oliver. I'm going to explore the subject in details. So just be patient. I don't understand what you did not understand, Khadija. So the subject of today is the power of our thoughts. The subject is about thoughts. And I'm asking everyone, what when you hear thoughts, what are thoughts for you? In your opinion, what are thoughts? I had a good answer earlier. I mean, all answers are good, but I would relate mostly to Optimist's answer when she said ideas that comes to your mind. Thoughts, ideas that comes to your mind. Okay. Okay, beautiful people. I'm going through to see if any one of you. Hi Khaled, hi Kamal, hi Zarad. Hi Sufyan. Lovely people we're having tonight. So for those who are asking, I am located in Miami, Florida. The first idea is about enjoying life. I love to spend my life with energy. That's great. It's great, Oliver. Hi, Simo. For those who has just joined, today's topic is about thoughts, the power of thoughts. So we go into dive deep into the subject from an NLP perspective. And meanwhile, I would like you to share with me, when you hear the word thoughts, how would you define them? Right now there is more audience. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Megahead. It's almost 8, so I'm going to start. But I feel like people are making this little difficult. What do you think? You mean talking about thoughts? It's a little bit difficult? Jumanji, hello Jumanji. All right. No, I don't know how to speak Chinese. Do you know how to speak Chinese? All right. So what are thoughts? Before diving deep into what are thoughts, let me share with you something. Thoughts are very powerful, even extremely powerful, more than ever you think. Optimist is sharing thoughts are related to what happened to you. I want to join the stage. Okay, just let's talk a little bit about the subject and I'll give you the opportunity to tackle it with me. Strong how? It's only in the head. Okay. We have some impatient people here, but I like that. Impatience means you're curious. You'd like to know, Oliver. All right. So today, I would like you to pay attention, to really pay attention to what's happening inside your own mind. Okay? Because every thought that we have has a direction and therefore has consequences. So every thought has a direction and has consequences. So now I would like you to imagine something with me. When you think a thought, it's like a small electrical impulse firing inside your brain. It's like a small electrical impulse firing inside your brain. So scientifically, your brain communicates through electricity. Neurons fires, signals move, and activity happens. But let's visualize it a little bit in a simpler way, okay, without those scientific words. How about that? So stay with me. I'm not going through the messages, but I would like you to focus with me right now. Strong how? It's only in the head. Okay, you will know now how. Okay, who else? If you think about something and believe in it, it will come true. Yes, that's valid, Oliver, George, and then, okay. So I would like you here to imagine with me, to visualize with me. So let's imagine that our thoughts, okay, is like a light. So our thoughts is like a light, and the light that switched on inside our minds. So just have this imagination first. Our thoughts are like a light, and this light switches on inside your mind. Now the question here, where does that light go? According to you, where does that light go? So I'll give you a couple of minutes to think about it. I'm curious to see your answers. Okay. So that light, he will go to the dark part of my head to eliminate it. I like your answer, Oliver. Hello, Strive. How are you doing? The dynamic happens to stimulus response. Yes, partially. Yes, Simo. All right. So let's carry on. So of course that light does not just disappear, okay? That light, which in scientific word we call it the electric impulse, immediately affects your body. So let me give you an example here. So if we have this thought, I am not good enough. This thought is in your mind. I am not good enough. So you're going to notice what happens instantly in your body. Just imagine with me what life would be if the darkness and fear left my mind. Oh, that would be beautiful life. The light goes to your emotions. Yes, thank you, optimist. Yes. But before that, it starts with your body. It manifested in your body. And I'll give you examples here. So for instance, if you have this thought of, I am not good enough. So what will happen instantly in your body? Maybe your chest tighten, your shoulders drop, your breathing changes, your energy lowers. So the light, it did not disappear. It moved through your nervous system. In this way, because the thought that you had in your mind is negative. Now let's think differently. Let's have a totally different thought than the first thought. Let's think, instead of saying, or instead of thinking, I am not good enough, think differently. I am capable. I can handle this. I will figure it out. So what happens here? A totally different consequences. Your posture changes. Your eyes lit up. Your breathing changes. And your energy gets high. Why is that? Just because you change your thoughts from I'm not good enough to I am capable, I can do it, I'm able to do it, I can handle it. So it's the same brain and the same body. The difference here is the thoughts, the energy. Do you see now how much our thoughts are powerful? So I'll go now through your messages if you would like to ask me something. To create a reality that fits my dreams. Yes. When you think positively, you will definitely create a reality that fits your dreams. Out of curiosity, how can I improve my thinking? I'm tired of having these ideas. You can change your thoughts through repetition. And if you stay with me, Oliver, I'm going to give you exercise at the end of the life, okay? Exercise that you will do it, all of you. And tomorrow I'm going to have part 2 of the same subject, and I will be really happy if you do the exercise and tomorrow you bring the results of the exercise and I will explore it with you. How about that, Oliver? And not only Oliver, but to everybody. The response will manifest differently. Exactly, Simo. It will manifest differently. Good energy. Hi, David. So let's go back to the lights. Remember the analogy I gave you earlier? The light that comes from our thoughts. So let's go back to the light. So where does the light goes? The light goes to your physiology, your emotions, and your behavior. It goes to your physiology, emotions, and behavior. And then your behavior creates consequences. And that is that part that you don't see. I will explain it in details. Triggering positive energy, exactly, optimist. And not only for Oliver, at least let me feel special. You're funny. Okay. So let me tell you something here. Behind every thought, there is a reaction. Behind every thought that is going on in our mind, there is a reaction. And behind every reaction, there is a behavior. And behind every behavior, of course, there is a result and consequences. So let me explain how this electric impulses starts. How this electric impulse starts. And the electric impulse is symbolically what I give it the name of the light. So something happens inside of you. And here I'm giving you a very, very important example, and I would like you to have all your focus with me to understand how much thoughts are powerful. So something happens outside of you. Someone does not reply to your message. So let's say, for example, you're sending a message to somebody and this person did not reply to your message for a very long time. So immediately your brain fires impulse. Immediately your brain fires impulse. So you started having thoughts, and hear me out on this. You started having thoughts. In this example, the thoughts are, they're ignoring me, they don't care about me, I did something wrong. And those thoughts are obviously negative. Okay? So that thought sends a signal to your body. And when these particular thoughts send a signal to your body, what happens? We can have anxiety, your emotions, you will have anxiety, you will have insecurity. Then after emotions, what will happen? You react. You're going to behave. And what you're going to do in this case with these negative thoughts? You text again, or you overthink, or you keep on checking the last scene every second. So you create tension inside of you just because you had these negative thoughts. So put in mind this example and put it aside. And now I'm going to give you another example about the same situation, but your thoughts here are not negative. Your thoughts are positive. And we will go through it step by step. How your thoughts are going to affect your emotions and how your emotions are going to give another and different behavior and reaction. So now imagine the same thing. You send a message, they don't reply. Exactly like the first situation. But then you have different thoughts, positive thoughts, which are, maybe they're busy. It's okay. I'll focus on what I have to do on my day. Or you'd literally think, maybe if they are interested, they will respond. Maybe they are not interested. It's okay. So here, your emotions are calm. You feel stability. Your nervous system is steady, calm, grounded. So how would you behave? You move on. You stay centered and you protect your dignity. No reaction, no negative reaction. So here what we see in those two different situations. We have the exact same situation, which is you send a message to somebody and he did not respond. But in the first situation, or in the first way of thinking, which was negative, you went through negative emotions and you give a negative reaction. Whereas in the second situation, where you start thinking positively, you had a calm and grounded emotions, and you stay centered and you did not react. So why I said in the beginning thoughts are powerful? Because different thoughts equals different consequences. And it starts with the thought. Different thoughts and different consequences. And this is exactly what NLP focus on. And for those who doesn't know NLP and who are new with me, so I am an NLP coach, trainer, and consultant. And NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. In simple terms, it's practical framework that shows how your mind, your language, and your behavior are deeply connected, and how each one influences the other consistently. So here is the key, what I was explaining earlier. Your thoughts shape your words, and your words influence your emotions, and your emotions shape your behavior, and your behavior reinforces your thoughts. I'm going to check now if I miss any of your messages. Okay. What if a human is faced with an unresolved conflict? What would happen to the light? Okay, Simon. What do you mean by unresolved conflict? Is it something like what I have shared with you? Or a conflict between the person and somebody else? Or a conflict between the person and himself? If you could clarify it for me, I would be able to answer your question. So the light, it was a figurative way to explain it. So what I mean here by the light or the thought, if you are thinking in a positive way, you're most likely going to have positive outcomes, positive consequences. Whereas if you think in a negative way, you're most likely to have negative consequences. And you're most likely going to react. If that was not your the question that you asked, Simo, you can just write it again in a clearer way, and I will be able to respond. How not okay, Naima. So, how not to have negative thoughts. So in order for you or for anybody who would like to stop having negative thoughts, there are many ways to do it. I will share with you here a couple. So the first thing is, first let's get aware of what are the thoughts that you are having on your daily life. And that's the exercise that I was gonna share with you. So I will give you a hint of it since you opened the subject. So first, the exercise that I would like you to do, all of you, is that from today till tomorrow, I would like you to take pen and paper or write it in your notes, in your mobile, in your laptop, whatever. And whenever you have a thought which is negative, not positive, just write it down. So the first way to shift your thoughts is first to know them. What are the negative thoughts that I am repeatedly saying to myself? And when you will be able to write them down, then you will be able to see, and you are aware of what is going on in your mind. What are these thoughts that I have in my mind? And then when you will have them, then you will need to reprogram them. Because what are thoughts? Thoughts are energies that are in our minds, and we got them from maybe our childhood, our society, our culture, our teachers, our friends. Because we as human beings, we're supposed not to have negative thoughts, we're supposed to have positive thoughts. Because if we love ourselves and care about ourselves, we need to have positive thoughts. But those negative thoughts, we need to first know them, put them in front of us and know them. And then you start reprogramming it. So in reprogramming it, there are many ways. First, you can do through coaching by reprogramming your subconscious mind, or you can do it in a different way, through repetition. Because what are thoughts? Thoughts, they are constant words that you repeat in your mind. So you're going to change them into different thoughts. And you keep on repeating them on a daily basis so that the negative thoughts will be replaced by positive thoughts. So I will go through it later on and explain to you how you're going to reprogram those negative thoughts into positive thoughts through repetition. I hope I answered your question, Naima. And I'm happy to answer any other question if you have. I'm just listening. Okay, good, Oliver. Hello, Firas. I will do the exercise. Perfect. Followers want to talk, not to just listen. Let them talk. Okay. So who would like to talk? Or let me ask a question or open a subject. And then we can have a conversation about it. So Firas, what would you like to share with me if you would like to talk? All right. So thoughts are electric impulses. So their real power is, the power of the thoughts, is that they organize your reality, they decide what you focus on, they decide how you feel, and then they decide how you act. Okay? We want to talk about... Okay, thank you, Top G. That's so nice. So Firas, thank you, Hassan. Thank you, lovely people. I'm living in Miami, Florida. Is there any other question? Anybody has any other question? Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Tabji. That's so nice of you. I hope I answered your question, Simo, earlier. I didn't see any other question. Maybe I did answer it. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great. So for those who has just joined, today's topic is the power of thoughts. The power of thought from an NLP perspective. And I am an NLP coach, trainer, and consultant. Okay? Would you like me to carry on? So I'm going to give you here a very valid example. Very, very valid example. Which is, let's imagine you are going through challenging situation, setbacks, or you just fail in something. So if you think constantly, I am a failure, I always fail, life is unfair, people can't be trusted. So what happened here to your mind? Your mind starts to search for proof. Yes. Hello, Yasin. Your mind starts search for a proof. So what happened in this case? You are going to notice rejection faster. And even you will interpret neutral situation as negative. And you will act defensively. And when you will act defensively, that defensive behavior will create distance. And that distance will obviously create outcomes. And those outcomes will confirm the origin or the original thoughts. Who relate in this situation? And to explain it in a more, in a simpler way, when you are thinking negatively, you will attract negative outcomes. Because this is exactly what happened here. When you think negatively, your mind starts looking for proof. And when your mind starts looking for proof, even neutral situation, you will see them as negative. You will get defensive. And this defensiveness will create negative outcomes. Okay, so that was the first example. Now let's go to the second example. Now let's see you are also facing challenges, setbacks, and you just went through failure. But here you are thinking differently. You're not thinking in a negative way, like the first situation. You are thinking positively. So, what you are thinking? Challenges build me. I am learning. I am growing. So you accept the challenges that you are going through as something positive. So what will happen here to your mind? Your mind will search for opportunity. You will take more action. You will recover faster. You will speak with more confidence because for you, challenges equals growth. Challenges equals learning. And when you speak with more confidence, the results are going to reinforce that identity. Let me go through your messages. If any one of you has any particular requests or a question. Hello, Yasin. Hi, Abdurrahman. Hi, Walid. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Asim. Yasin. No, I'm good standing. Hello, Karim. How to be confident in a few days. Karim, when you ask me a question like that, how to be confident in few days, it's like telling a person, how can I lose 10 kgs in few days? Are you able to lose 10 kgs in a few days? No, you're not, because losing weight needs time. It's exactly as reprogramming your subconscious or shifting your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. It needs time, consistency, and repetition. And I will share with you a couple of tools how you can do that by yourself. And also I will share with you an exercise that I would like you to do it, so that tomorrow I will carry on the second part of this same subject, and I will be really happy that you provide me with your answers for the exercise that I will give you at the end. So stay with me, Karim, and I will share it with you. And everyone else, of course. Okay. Can I? Hi, Yasin. So for those who would like me to co-host them, would you like to write for me first? What is that you would like to talk about? I'll be happy to have you as a co-host. Yes, Yasin, if you have any inquiry, you can send me a DM. This is true. Every time we think about it, it limits us. Exactly, Sunny Boy. How can I get to harmony with the universe? Wow, that's a huge goal, but you can reach it with consistency and time, Yasin. I need to talk with the problem. Okay, share with me, Marwan, what you would like to talk about. I'm happy to answer you. And for those who want to co-host, just send me a message what you'd like to talk about, and I will be happy. I need to talk. Thank you, Karim. That's so sweet. So for those who are asking, I am located in Miami, Florida. I am an NLP coach, trainer, and consultant. And today's topic is thoughts, the power of our thoughts. How can every human being be consistent with the past experience that makes him what he is now? Okay. So before talking about consistency, let me clarify something. So if a person is going through a bad period in his life, so first you need to work on what you have right now. Like if you went through a bad period of your life, or you had lots of challenges and you feel that your energy is down and you cannot be consistent, you need to really work on that situation first, to really get back to your energy, and to really get back to how you were before maybe that situation. And then consistency become easy. But you cannot be consistent while your energy is down, while you just had like traumatic experience. I'm not talking about you particularly. I'm just giving examples in general. It's just what's going on with your life right now, okay? But if your life is okay, you're not having any issues, you didn't have like something bad in your life the last period of time, so you could just do some exercise that will made you become consistent without really needing to go to a coach. But of course, when you go to a coach, it's way better, because you will not have a long time to really get back to how you were, or actually we don't get back to how we were, but we become better, because challenges and setbacks let us to become a different version of ourselves. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Yes. Okay, let's see if there is any other question. You can. Oh, thank you, Adam. I'm really new in TikTok. So, what is it? Okay, I'll try to look how to do it next time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm glad that I could answer you, Yasin. So as I shared in the beginning, coaches affect us with their background that shapes our true self. What do you mean they affect you by their background? And just if you want to choose a coach, just make sure that first he is somebody who has diplomas, a credential, and also someone who really works on himself. Because in order for you to work with people, in order for you to understand people, you need to do the inner work. And I did a lot of inner work throughout my life, even before starting to become a coach and while studying as a coach. So I did a lots of inner work. So even a coach, if he has experience and if he has diplomas and he didn't do the inner work, he has lots of blockage, lots of limiting beliefs, lots of fears, he will not be able to help you, you know. So this is just keep it in your mind. Yes. Perfect. So when I say thoughts are powerful, I don't mean magical. I just mean casual. Because they cause states. And states cause behaviors. And behaviors cause results. And results shape your life. It's a loop. Okay? Why? Feminine chic? Why? Why for what? Did you get the chance to check? Ah, yeah. I saw his videos. Adam? I think your name before was Mehdi, right? I have good memory sometimes. Yes, I check his videos. And yes, I know him. I just didn't know his name. And to be honest, I didn't see a lot of his videos previously, but I saw a couple of them and he says really good insights. So let me share with you something very important. You are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Let me repeat it one more time. You are not your thoughts. So everything that you have in your mind is not you, okay? Thoughts are electrical activity. And you are the awareness observing that activity. Exactly, Adam. And once Exactly. I like that. I want all of you here to write, I am not my thoughts. I like how Adam did it, how Optimist did it. I like all of you to write, I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. That's a great idea, starting with you, Adam. Yes, I do. I am not my thoughts. Perfect. Who else? Thank you, Welo. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. After I finish the live, I would like you, all of you, okay, to do it, which is to sit in the room by yourself, or I don't know, you go somewhere where there is nobody, and you started screaming with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. Perfect me first. I am not my thoughts. So when you say it repeatedly, and maybe if you say it every day, you start being aware of your thoughts. You start seeing your thoughts from a different perspective. And what happens here, when you see your thoughts from different perspective, you become aware of your thoughts. And when you become aware of your thoughts, you stop being a victim of random impulses. Okay? If I have a thought like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm like, what is this thought? And then delete, I am good enough. Okay? And when you reach this stage, you become the director of them. You choose your thoughts. You need to choose your thoughts as you choose your food, as you choose your clothes, as you choose your car, as you choose your partner. They are your thoughts. They are the most important thing that you have. So choose your thoughts. Be aware of the negative thoughts and shift them and change them. And whenever you hear a negative thought, the very easy things to say is erase. I'm like, for example, I am hearing I'm not good enough. Erase, I'm good enough. That's it. And this is another way of shifting, changing negative thoughts into positive thoughts. So this is one of the tools. Erase and then say the positive thoughts. 1 second. Let me see. I need someone like you in my life. That's so cute, Omar. I'm not my thought. Exactly, Adam. I'm not my thought. I'm not my thought. Accent is clear. Thank you. Seriously, how can you, by repeating some few words, affect your ideas who's based on your past experience? I like your question, Yasin. That's a very valid question. And let me answer that. Of course, your past experiences are experiences that you had for a very, 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 very long period. And as I give the example earlier of losing weight, you cannot lose 10 kilos or 20 kilos in a day or two. You need, at least if you want to lose it in a good way, not harming your body, not harming your health, you need minimum 1 year or 6 months. Okay? This is the exact same thing with your thoughts. This is the exact same thing if you want to change. You are not going to wake up the next day and change. No, change is not easy. Change is difficult. It needs a lot of consistency, a lot of repetition. And here I'm giving you the way to change without going through a coach, because when you go and do sessions with a coach, it's going to take less time, because when you go with a coaching session, for example, what I work with reprogramming the subconscious mind. So I go directly to the event that happened in the past and I reprogram it by bringing new resources that were not there the first time when that incident happened. I did talk about that specific and the particular way of reprogramming the subconscious mind in my previous lives. And if you would like to go through them and see them, I put them in my YouTube channel, which is called Couple Clarity. So you will see all the lives, TikTok lives that I had before. Yes, see. I hope I did answer your question. But I like to have questions like that. Be open to ask anything, okay? We don't need negative thoughts. Yes, we don't need them, but unfortunately, we have them. So we need to be aware of them, and we need to change them and shift them. Exactly, that's a good thing. Why I am thinking this, or even whose thoughts are this? This is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Because most of our thoughts are not our thoughts. Most of our thoughts are not our thoughts. They are coming from our parents, our friends, our partners, our people who are working with. They constantly repeat a thought to you that you absorb that thought and it becomes yours. Okay? This is what's, okay, I don't want to go through that, but I'll just give an example. This is what toxic people do. When you are with the toxic person, whether as a parent, because parents also can be toxic, parents or siblings or partner or a boss, what they keep on doing, they keep on repeating negative things. You are, for example, let's say somebody who is who is slow. He is like that because some people are quick in something and some people, they take their time. This is how they are. So the person keep on saying to that person, you're very slow every day, every time. So that person, what happened to him? He was little bit slow, and then because that person is telling him you are very slow, he become extremely slow, and he took it as a belief or as a thought that he has in his mind. And if he go deep and check from where this thought is, from where he got this thought, he will understand that this thought is not him. It's a thought from somebody else. So be careful of entertaining thoughts that are not yours, that somebody else project them on you and you kept them. Be careful of your thoughts. So thank you, Adam. And identify outside factors that influence that thought to begin with. Exactly. Influence factors are like the examples I gave earlier. Like if somebody didn't answer you, the example I gave earlier, and you started thinking, having negative thoughts, maybe he did neglect me, or maybe I did something wrong. And this is the case when you are thinking negatively. But when you are thinking positively, and in the exact same situation, you would literally start thinking in a different way, in a positive way. Oh, maybe that person is busy, or maybe he's just not interested into talking to me. It's okay, who cares? Okay? So thank you, Adam. Let's see. We need positive energy in our lives. So the energy is in you, and it's you who can activate it and made it positive. We will be positive. Great, Naima. And for those who are new, don't forget to follow, as tomorrow I will carry on, and I will be doing the second part of the same subjects, and I will give you at the end of the live an exercise to do. Okay? Let's see if I miss any other. Okay, let's see. Hello everyone. Hello, who has just joined now. Great, you for your effort. You welcome me first. Our thoughts are projections of others. Yes, Adam, exactly. Most of our negative thoughts, mainly, even positive, yeah. I want, okay, believe becomes action. Exactly. It starts with the thoughts, the belief, and the action. Give a synonym of extremely, please. You can Google it. Omar. Hello. Okay. All right. How our intention, yes, in how our intention can shape a lot of our reality. Yes, indeed, our intention can shape our reality. That's very valid. 1 second. I have to leave soon. Okay. Our intention can shape our reality, and when we say our intention, it means our thoughts, the energy that we have. So when you think positively, you attract positive situation, you attract positive outcome. It's like the examples that I gave in the beginning. I don't know if you were here, but I don't mind. I will repeat them for you. So, for instance, if you are let me remember the example. Yeah, if you keep on repeating to yourself negative thoughts like I'm not good enough, or I'm a failure, or I am this and that, so what would happen? It will manifest it in your body. It will manifest it physiologically in your body. Your shoulders will get down, you will feel low energy inside of you, you will feel like your chest tightens, your breathing changes, okay? And then when all of that happens, it moves to your nervous system and it will be manifested through behavior. Whereas when you say and repeatedly think about positive things like I'm capable, I am enough, I am smart, it will manifest first in your body. The way you are standing, the way you are talking, the way you are showing yourself to the world. And let me ask you something here, Yasin. Can't you make the difference between people if they are confident or they are not confident just by seeing them from far? For example, if we see somebody coming from far and he is like walking with in a very charismatic way, with his shoulders up and he's looking up, you will look at him and you see, oh, this is a charismatic person, this is a confident person, just by his physiology. Whereas when you see somebody who's walking and looking down and feeling shy, what you will say about this person? You say, oh, poor guy. So your physiology is everything, and your thought affect your physiology. And when your thoughts affect your emotions and your physiology and your body, it will manifest in your behavior. So this is exactly what you said, how your intention can shape a lot our reality. Your intention, your thoughts, and then your emotions and your physiology, and it will shape your behavior and reality. Okay? So tomorrow I will do the live the same time as today, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is Florida time. Okay? So I'm about to end the live here. If you have any other question, and I would like to give you exercise, I will be really happy if you will do it. So are you ready to have an exercise? So tomorrow I will ask all of you who are here to give me the results. How about that? If you'd like me to share with you an exercise that's very, very, very beneficial for you, just put thumbs up or yes. Okay, would you like me to give you exercise for tomorrow? Thank you, me first. That's nice. You're answering strange comments. Yasin, I talk about the intention as a consequence act. We didn't discover word by our eyes, but with... Okay, I didn't really get your comment. If you can clarify it more. So I am an NLP coach, trainer, and consultant, and I studied here in NLP University in Santa Cruz, California. So you can also see my Instagram. It's the same as this one, nlpcoach.ml. So you can go ahead and check me there. I have my testimonials, my credentials, my diplomas. I always have. It's not easy for me to say that word. Thank you, coach. I needed to hear this today. I'm not my thoughts. Perfect, Adam. Happy to help you. Okay, so I'm going to share with you an exercise for tomorrow, and really, whether you are able to make the live tomorrow or not, I will be happy that you do the exercise. It's for your own benefits. For your own benefits. So I would like you from today till tomorrow, 24 hours. Of course, apart the time when you are sleeping, I would like you to take a pen or paper, your phone, your iPad, note it anywhere you would like, and every time you have a negative thought, write it down. Just see those thoughts, write it down. And tomorrow I will ask you, and do like 2 sections. This is positive thoughts, this is negative thoughts. And tomorrow I will ask you, okay, which one is more? Do you have more positive thoughts or do you have more negative thoughts? Okay? And for the tips, I will repeat them because so many of you asked me how to change or how to shift negative thoughts. So the first tip that I said is, whenever you start having a negative thoughts, I'm not good enough, I'm bad, I don't understand quickly, whatever negative thoughts, just say this word, erase. Erase. And when you say erase, replace it directly with the positive thoughts. Erase. You know, like you're erasing in your mobile, or like you're throwing something in your bin. Okay? This is one. Another thing. Keep on repeating this word. I am not my thoughts. When you have a lot of thoughts inside your mind, negative of course, and you feel really overwhelmed, just remember this phrase. I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. Those are just thoughts. Okay? And when you say I am not my thoughts, try to see them from another perspective. As if your thoughts are here and you are looking at them. Okay, this is negative, erase, I don't want it. This is negative, erase, this is positive, great, I want it. So choose your thoughts as you're choosing your food, your clothes. Okay? Your thoughts are very, very, very powerful. And now I give you 2 tips. The third tip is, if you would like to change your thoughts, you need to repeatedly say positive thoughts. And I'm not talking here about affirmations, because affirmation does not work. Why? Because affirmations are not, mostly people, they're just repeating words like I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, like robot. But this is not what affects us as a human being. We need to include something extremely important, which is emotions. Emotions. And let me give you an example here. Remember an event that happened in the past when you were a child or when you were at school or whatsoever. And you remember that event vividly. Why? For 2 main reasons. Either because that event is linked to high positive emotion, or it's linked to a high negative emotions. But there is an emotion there. So if you want to shift your negative thoughts to positive thoughts, you need to repeat them with emotions. That's why I told you earlier, after the live, just try to be in the room or somewhere and start really screaming with all your energy and enthusiasm, I am not my thoughts. Or anything that you would like to say, like I am good, I am smart, whatever things that you would like to repeat to yourself, because we are all different and each one of us wants something different in life. So the way to do it, and this we don't call them affirmation, we call them incantation. Incantation are like affirmations, but we use our emotions, our physiology, so that we really feel them. And if you want to have a good outcome, you need to be consistent to do it before you sleep and when you wake up. Okay, so that was the tools. And of course, the best thing also to do is to be coach, because when you are coach, you don't, the change is very, 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 very fast. Very fast. Okay. Okay, lovely people. I think I have to go now. Exactly, Milud. Nice to see you at the end. Okay. So, see you tomorrow. And don't forget to do the exercise.